All right, howdy guys. So today's video is going to be about ski poles. And I've been asked a lot about ski poles and which poles I use, but I've been apprehensive to make a video about it because honestly, I think ski poles is one of the pieces of kit that you should spend the least amount of money on until I found these poles. Most ski poles do exactly the same thing. You use them for pole plants. You can get ski poles that are a little different. Getting something like adjustable ski poles for touring is really nice, but all of the adjustables essentially do the same thing. Getting something with a long grip like these have can be nice for touring just so you can move your hands up and down them. But essentially everything from your $5 rental poles to your $200 carbon atomic poles are all gonna do functionally the same thing. And so it's something I haven't talked about, and that's kind of purposeful that I haven't talked about them because I just don't think it's something that people should be spending money on until I found these poles. And for the average skier, these poles probably really aren't worth the price. But if you do anything like I do in terms of videoing yourself, content creation, that kind of thing, these poles are amazing for that. And I want to show you guys why that is. So these are the Apollo Freeride poles from Dioram. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they are a brand new brand out of Whistler. I mean, really, really small. And they're making poles kind of aimed at content creators like myself. So they are adjustable and they have that extended long grip for touring, which are two of the things I really like. But again, any pole can really do that. The features that set them apart is really when you look at the camera mounting options on these poles. I'd also like to add as a disclaimer that I'm not getting paid by this company at all to talk about these poles. I don't have a deal with them. I don't get any promotion if you guys buy them. I just think this is a really cool product and I wanted to share it with you guys. I would love to work with this company, but I also know they're super, super small. And so the team of influencers they're probably working with is also very, very small. So in terms of camera mounting options for these poles, if you guys remember the poles I had before these, I had a handlebar mount mounted right about here so that I could film myself on my pole and not have to carry an extra stick to hold the pole out and film myself, right? Well, this company came up with the genius idea of putting a GoPro mount right into the pole basket. You guys can see right there. That's a GoPro mount. And so whatever action cam you're using, as long as it has a GoPro plate on the bottom, you can mount your camera straight into your pole basket and not have to put extra weight on your pole with a mountain bike handlebar mount like I used to have on my other poles. And with that mount, you can get shots like this. All right, so this is what the pole mount looks like. And this is a cool mount, whether you're filming yourself just to watch back later, or like me, you're filming yourself for your audience, because you can actually show most everything of what you're doing on skis, and you can also see your outfit a little bit, which is kind of cool. It's also great if you're trying to do a follow cam of a friend, because again, the camera sticks up higher than the pole basket. And so whether you're pointing this at yourself or following a friend like this, it's just a great mount. Cut left, 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 left. The other mounting option, and this is one that I really haven't seen any company doing, and really kind of the reason I bought these poles, is the invisible selfie stick mount. If you have a 360 action camera, you probably have seen the videos of people on Instagram and TikTok that it seems like the camera's floating out in front of them, and you're like, how did they get that shot? Well, with 360 cams, as long as you have a straight line below the camera that it's mounted on, the camera won't pick that up. It's like it's blind spot. And so for 20 extra bucks at these poles, you can get a mount that screws right into the top, and then you have an invisible selfie stick mount right on your poles that you can hold. And shots from that mount look like this. So if you take the pole straps off, which are super, super easy to take off, I was able to do it with one hand on the chair. And I appreciate that because I like touring without my pole straps. It's kind of dangerous to wear them while you're in the backcountry. Then you can get this mount, which is the invisible selfie stick mount. And this mount is super cool because it almost feels like a video game when you're watching it back. The fact that you can't see the pole in the video. Or at least I hope that's the case. I haven't actually tried this out yet. But whether in front or behind like so, you just get a really cool, unique angle out of this camera mount. And normally you would have to buy a pole from your camera manufacturer to do something like this. Buy a special, third-party pole that the camera mount's very to the top to. And I just think it's so cool that you don't have to carry anything extra with you. It's just right there on your pole for 20 extra bucks. I also wonder how it would be to just leave the camera on top like this and just ski, like so. So all in all, again, I don't really like endorsing poles because I think they all functionally do the same thing. Howdy.
Howdy, you got the Dutch form on the mountain.
Hey, thank you.
You look good, Skid.
Appreciate it.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Keeping track of it, too.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Hey, have a good one. People over here in Idaho are so nice. Anyway, I don't love endorsing poles because, again, I think they do all the same thing. And I think spending money on them or extra money or promoting them just kind of doesn't make sense. But these poles are different. They actually have added benefits that I haven't seen on any others in the market. And so I just think these are the coolest things ever, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So anyway, thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Thanks again for watching this far, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.